Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we're here for a couple of quick contracts since there's not that much in the store, so we're going to go ahead and earn some money, and we're going to keep on moving. So this is all going to be for the pirates. We're going to go ahead and max out our cash. 200,000 is not particularly much, but it's probably better than whatever salvage we could muster. So realistically, at a single skull mission, this is probably more than ridiculous. Let's go ahead and, you know what, the Banshee just might be a little bit too slow. Let's go ahead and go for a slightly lighter lance today. Let's see, what have we got? We've got our Griffin, that would work out well. We've got a Phoenix Hawk. Ooh, we could bring out our Hatchet Man. Yeah, okay, you know what, let's go ahead and bring that too. And then, oh, you know what, we do have a crab. Alright, you know what, let's go ahead and we'll bring along that crab. That should be something to test on out. We haven't really given that a go since we had refitted that. So, with, let's see, Highlands, heat efficiency is not going to be too bad. Maybe we bring... Well, we're going to throw Cheese Goblin in the Phoenix Hawk. That is their mech of sorts. Maybe we bring Cosmo? Yeah, let's bring Cosmo and throw him in the Hatchet Man. That should work out well. The Crab should be fine. The Griffin should be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and see how that plays out for us today.
MechWarriors, prepare for combat.
Okay, so this objective for this contract is to retrieve the VIP and extract safely. One of our people has been staying in accommodations provided by our local friends, the government authorities. She's ready to move on though, and so would like you to go in and pick her up. Her current landlords probably won't let her just leave, however, so expect some arguments. There might be some shooting involved. Alright, well, they're trying to be clever about this stuff. Yeah, look, it's not necessary. We know what we're here for. It's a basic jailbreak, and it should be fun. Alright, so the facility is located here, Commander. Move up and occupy. Our target will board the occupying mech, and you'll need to keep her safe while you head to the extract point. Good hunting, Commander.
Lovely landscape here. Simply lovely.
Alright, so let's go ahead and motor on towards
Onward.
our objective. In fact, looks like we've got some pretty decent distance to cover. Alright, and we already have a contact. 135-ton mech. Honestly, not that concerning. You know, let's bring the Hatchet Man up around this way, and we'll see what we can find. Alright, so what do we see back there? Ooh, oh no, never mind, a 35-ton mech. I misread that as a 55-ton mech, which would have been quite surprising, but that's a-okay. It looks like they're bringing in some of their other light to support them. We'll reserve once more just to see if they've got anything.
Just wait here until you need me.
Okay, but that looks like that is all. Alrighty, oh well.
Yes, Commander.
What have we got?
Reporting.
I think we can probably move the... actually, you know what? We're seeming to be a little bit stuck. Let's see, where could I... We're not actually going to get as far as I would have hoped. Alright, well, we can jump and get some good distance there. Sprinting gets us a little bit further. So I suppose that will have to be sufficient. Although, technically, wait, do we have any... Oh no, we have the cockpit mod for close engagements. Yeah, okay, well, you know what, that's fine. We'll go ahead and move there.
Good to go. I'm here.
We'll bring Cheese Goblin up in the Phoenix Hawk. Let's get eyes on the targets.
Be there in a jet.
See what we're dealing with. Alright, so it looks like they have a Jenner, they have a Commando, as well as a Locust. Don't know what that other one is back there, but I'm sure we will soon find out. And there's only one target, so let's go ahead and open fire.
Of course.
Alright, so some damage. Unfortunately for us, they do have a bit of cover. Let's bring the... I guess the crab can only shoot at one, so I guess we'll go ahead and fire off that large pulse laser. 85% is pretty solid, and same with the 65 points of damage.
May I interest you in some melting armor?
Yeah, let's see. What kind of armor did we melt? That was a pretty solid shot. Ooh, okay. Taking out the leg. That would be ideal. Nothing wrong with taking the legs out from underneath them. 2 ER medium lasers, that will have to suffice. And unfortunately we did not equip the damaged leg.
Let's go.
Alright, well, it could have been good, but it is what it is. Oh, and apparently they have a panther.
Waiting for order.
Well, you know what, we'll see how that plays out. We do in fact need to salvage one of those, I believe. Hang on a second, let me just check what... Ooh, okay. No, still doing okay. Yeah.
I'm showing minor damage.
If we could roll the dice quite nicely and pick up the panther, that wouldn't be too bad. Or at least a part of it, nonetheless. But as for all of these guys, they're staying rather spread out, so
Yes,
that
Commander.
might make life a little bit difficult. Alright, so what do we see here? The Griffin's got some pretty decent shots. Could probably annihilate that commando. Yeah, alright, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and...
You have orders? Standing by.
We're going to move on up. We're going to go and... we're going to focus fire on that commando, make sure that that gets destroyed. And then for our... well, I'm pretty sure that's already cooked, so can we send that... Oh, hang on a second. Is it B or C? Oh, we could target either. You know what? Let's target the Jenner. I think that'll be fine.
Roger that.
Alright, so structure is exposed on that thing. And does this get tagged by the narc? Yes, it does. Okay, so that'll make a prime target for our hatchet man.
I await your command.
That should work nicely. How about this commando, though? How did we do? Okay, it looks like we sandpapered off the majority of its armor. It's not got a huge
Yes,
amount
Commander.
left.
How's it going?
Let's go
Will be
and...
done.
You know, let's just deal with one problem at a time. Let's go for a full salvo there against that commando.
I'm going.
In fact, let's see, that's 165 points of damage. Probably more than... Oh, you know what, let's just open fire. Let it be gone. In fact, yeah, that should be... A-okay. Okay, well, it looks like that damage protection has saved its life. Yeah, that and we spread out our damage a bit too much.
How might I help?
Okay, so...
Commander.
Well, our hatchet man's not going to quite get into position to be able to fire off everything it desires. I'm thinking we send maybe the medium pulse. You know what? This is boosting up our SRMs. That's not too bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's just move up.
Coordinates received.
And I think what we could do is, instead of putting the medium pulse here, I'm thinking that it... Yeah, it's going to take 75% more damage from missile attacks. We've got a pretty solid amount of damage coming that way. I think we go ahead and we maybe... you know, let's just see what we can do. Let's go ahead and open fire. In fact, you know, let's go for a precision strike. Make sure that we boost up the amount of missiles that land, and we'll just go for center to torso. We don't need the salvage, but we do want the kill. And it looks like that did work.
Next destroyed.
Alright, good work there.
What's the plan?
Now, let's see about you, my friend. Everyone's kind of out of range. You know what? Maybe you could use your jump jets. Oh, and that would work perfectly.
Engaging jump jet.
Alright, let's see if we can finish off this commando. It's in a very rough spot. We've got the damage boost thanks to our vectored thrust kits. Percentages are fantastic.
Yes, Commander.
And there we go. That will do.
Hostile eliminated.
Nice work there, Cheese Goblin. Alright, so it looks like we're making at least a decent amount of resolve each turn. Hang on a second. I've got to remember. Making 42? Wow, okay, because that is what we have. Not inspired. We should have... Oh no, that's the... Oh, that's right. The Phoenix Hawk is the rangefinder. The Crab has the comm system. And I believe the Griffin also has... Oh no, a rangefinder. Well, I guess it's just enough resolve that we gain... I'm not really sure, but you know what?
Yes,
It's okay.
Commander.
It makes no difference. Let's move... Oh, well, I suppose it's just the hatchet man at this stage. We'll go ahead and reserve. We'll see if that locust comes any closer to us. It looks like it's going to stay nice and far away. Probably an advisable choice
Waiting for
on
orders.
his from his end. Let's move you up as close as we can. We'll target.
Aye, aye.
We'll target what we can. We'll go ahead and we'll aim up here. We'll send the narc beacon over there simply because that will take away his final point of evasion, and it's no real damage to the locust. May as well make it easy to target. And there you go. Caught it just right.
I'm
Alright.
receiving you.
Let's use our crab. We're going to move on up. We've got some pretty good shots here.
Moving to position.
We'll go with a precision shot and see if we can leave as much on the table as possible. 18% for a headshot. If we can do this with a large pulse, that should be a kill. Yeah, that will be a kill. It's not in cover.
And here it comes.
Alright, well, it looks like that was a good idea. It just didn't quite play out that way.
Awaiting orders.
Let's move up the Phoenix Hawk as well.
Consider it done.
Let's rinse and repeat and see what we can do.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
Again, just trying to salvage as much as possible so it's more
That hits
probable in the lottery of salvage.
Good to go.
But it does appear that that is going to be rather unlikely. Alright, so you know what? If that's the case, let's just go ahead and get you close to the objective.
Definitely.
I'm afraid Cosmo
Give
might be a
everything you got.
little bit overzealous with the kill there. So we'll just keep him moving. In fact, our jump jets will work rather nicely. There we go. That also makes sure that he can't get hit in the back. And what's the Panther doing? Hang on a second. I thought his initiative was down to 2.
Commander.
Well, that is a little bit
Standing by.
rude. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and take cover just on the off chance. We'll redo the precision strike. Anything that hits the head will be a kill. And that looks like it was it. Fantastic.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, so we've maxed out our theoretical
Ready
salvage.
for orders.
Let's quickly get the Hatchet Man to there. Alright, I've got the target on the comms commander. She's heading out to you now. And do we have any reinforcements to worry about? That is the question.
Of course.
The
And
asset has
that's
been
it.
secured and is ready for retrieval.
Alright, well, that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and see what the dice do roll. Really hoping for that part of the Panther, just simply because I can't be bothered purchasing it, but we will see what we can do. Oh, in fact, there's a hidden objective for an extra 25%. That is nice. Everyone also got a kill. That worked out well. The Hatchet Man did take a bit of damage, though. Alright, well, either way, we're all good. The Locust, yeah, we did not get it. Oh, and we only needed one part of the Panther. So close and yet so far. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe we'll have slightly better luck in the next one. I guess, technically speaking, knowing that we do need one part, maybe we go ahead and try and risk it for one priority pick, just in case we do find another Panther. But I think that would probably depend on how much money we could theoretically earn, because if we're being perfectly honest, there's not a lot of cash in there, and a lot of the salvage isn't worth that much. Alright, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive on into another one. Oh yes, we are going to go ahead and ignore these planetary government contracts. They're against the Magistry, and we've got a fairly fine line with our reputation with them. And so I don't really think that there's much benefit in taking those. So let's go ahead and keep on moving. We'll take witness tampering. Sure, let's go ahead and tamper with some witnesses. It's an ambush convoy, so we should be okay. 2 priority picks. The rest is 90,000. What do we reckon? There's some decent salvage on board. You know what? Maybe we do go for 1 pick. It's not like 90,000 is that important. If we can finish off a mech or 2, it might actually be worth it. Alright, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll try that out. Now this time we are ambushing, so I'm thinking that maybe we drop... Let's see, what do we wish to drop? You know what? Let's drop off the... Oh, this is Martian biome too, so let's be careful about that. What's less heat efficient? It seems like the crab is less heat efficient, although technically speaking... Oh, it's got 2 heat sinks. Whereas this thing has none. Alright, well, you know what? I think we go ahead and we'll drop the crab, we'll bring the griffin, and let's throw that archer on here. We're going to see about maybe firing off some LRMs just to track down that convoy. I think that would be a fairly safe plan. So we'll go ahead and we'll try that out this time. Alright, very good. Also too, if you would like to join on into the shenanigans of Leviathan's Might, we're still accepting MechWarrior pilots submissions, so if you have a character you'd like to see join our mercenary crew, all that we need is a first and last name as well as a call sign, and we would love to have you board the Argo. That said, if you want to tell us where you're from and what kind of things you've been up to in the periphery, happy to learn about that, but we will also accept your privacy if you're not really too forthcoming on any of that, as it's all optional at the end of the day. We want the pilots for their skills, not necessarily for their backstory. But that said though, we're open to both. But either way, with that, let's go ahead and read our objectives for today's second mission. We've got to go ahead and destroy the prisoner convoy and escape, and there's a bonus pay if we destroy the convoy guards. Somehow we've let the planetary government get their hands on one of our less reliable supplies. It only took them a few days to break her, and now she's ready to spill all kinds of secrets in court. That isn't in our best interests, and since you're talking to us, it's not in yours either. We'd like to do a bit of witness tampering of the fatal variety. She's being transported to a secure facility by a ground vehicle. We don't know which vehicle she'll be in, so just take them all out. If you help us send a message by wiping out all of the escorts, there's a bonus in that for you. Alright, well, this is exactly the kind of morally ambiguous job that makes me uncomfortable working with pirates. Well, that is understandable, but at the same time too, with what local governments are like, you never really know exactly what's going on. So, I'll quickly pause it here while the game continues to load, and we'll jump back in a second. And sure enough, right as I hit pause, the game did indeed load. Alright, so no employees signaling that the convoy has entered the region. Time to move out. Here's where we'll make contact with the targets. Once we start shooting, the convoy will probably make a break for it. Intercept them. Once they're dealt with, head to the evac zone for pickup, or clear out the convoy's guards. Your call. Good luck, Commander.
Given the landscape, I doubt we'll be doing much shopping this trip.
Well, you know what? I think that's a fair point from Cheese Goblin. I doubt much shopping will be available to us. However,
Coordinates received.
we do get some pick of the salvage, so it's not entirely without its benefits.
Be there in a jiff.
Alright, let's keep on moving the hatchman. That should be fine. We'll see how all this plays out. Now again, our denial zone is all the way up on the top right there. I'd be guessing they're probably coming in somewhere around here, but it shouldn't take us long. Let's bring the archer. I know, we're only LRMs anyway. Let's go ahead and move up into cover just in case they do get targeting data. Let's bring the griffin up.
I've got eyes on the target.
What do we have eyes on of the target? Something particularly close. So let's see. That's the convoy, and that's the guard. Alright, well, you know, the Phoenix Hawk is fairly quick and agile. Let's go ahead and cut across. Yeah, there we are.
Detect a new adversary.
Oh, and it looks like that's a Raven. Okay. 235-ton vehicles. They're trying to go for the anti-LRM approach. Very clever. Let's see. How well armored is this thing? A good 100 points of damage. Alright, we'll just have to make sure that we can take that out quick enough. Let's get our hatchet man. I don't know which way is going to be best for us. I think maybe we go ahead and we try and intercept over here. So we're going to go ahead and run across. Actually, you know what? We probably don't want to leave Cheese Goblin unassisted. Yeah, you know what? There we go. We'll
Heading
split
out.
the difference. We do have jump jets. We can probably jump up into some of the what do you call it? Overarching terrain, and yeah, then shoot down from a position of power. Looks like they have a Scorpion there with an AC-5 and a Locust with some SRMs.
How's it going?
Alright, well then, let's go ahead and reserve. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see what they do, and then we will react to them. Okay, so they're definitely coming on in to try and fight us. That's okay. In fact, I'm kind of preferring if they do, because what that would mean is that if these guys drive off, we can go ahead and... Ooh, okay, they might have... Okay, you know what? Not as many LRMs as I was concerned about.
Damage is minor.
What we
Commander.
might be able to do is pull away their ECM, their electronic counter measures and whatnot, and see about isolating them from our actual target, so then we can LRM them with our archer while we focus in on their... yeah, while we focus in other areas at the same time.
I'm ready.
I think that that is going to be the way we play this. Alright, so we do have a sprint, and we can get to fairly decent position. We've also got jump jets. Not quite as effective. I think we'll go... You know what? I think this could actually be the best middle ground. We'll get eyes on targets.
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. So we can start to hit them with the LRMs while we deal with the others. So what have we got here? A Striker Narc. We have a Scorpion, another Striker Narc, and... Okay, so lots of LRMs and Narc beacons to be concerned about.
I'm here.
That should be fine. Let's go ahead and... Well, I suppose we may as well move on up and stay in cover.
On my way.
Alright, so who has the most amount of armor, first of all? So you guys have about 100 points. You have a lot less. Okay, so... You know what? That AC-5 could be more of an issue than the LRMs. Let's go multi-target. So we'll target you with one, you with another, and I guess you with something else. So let's see. A for the LRM 20. B can have the LRM 15. That would be, let's see, 6 by 15. That's a good 90 points of damage to a Striker Narc. It's not going to be enough. Alright, we'll send the LRM 5 there as well. And we'll just have to make do with what we've got.
Roger that.
Alright, let's see about our clustering.
Primary target is taking damage.
Alright, so not enough for the kill there, but that did definitely put a dent in it. Looks like we hit the heaviest armored spot first, though it would not have mattered unless we had to hit it in the back.
Awaiting orders.
But either way, that's fine. Let's go ahead and...
Waiting for orders.
You know what? I think this is a perfect time to get our jump jets up and running. Could maybe focus in on these guys. Yeah, I think that'll work, and we might even break his, yeah, might even break their,
Here we
what do we
go.
call it? Their targeting issues. Nope. Okay, we must be right on the cusp of the bubble. Alright, well then, let's go ahead and target. Let's see, we almost need all 3 shots there if we're going to do too much. That's a bit inconvenient now, isn't it? Alright, well, you know what? We may as well open fire. We'll see what we can do. It just is what it is.
Roger. Putting one in the back.
Unfortunately, slightly too far away from the Locust to be able to fire off our small lasers as well. Jump jets, we're not going to quite get within range. Very disappointing. Alright, well... I guess what we can do is we'll sprint up as far as we can,
On the move.
and then we'll see what we can find on the next turn.
Now.
Alright, so, okay, they are moving.
Yes, boss.
Technically our hatchet man could move up, and I think Oh, he's within there too, isn't he? Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump here. We can happily go ahead and put some damage on those strikers. We might even be able to put some damage on one of these closer mechs as well, like that tiny little locust. Yeah, we can fire our machine guns there, which I am happy with. So, let's check this out. We need 20 odd. We can send an SRM-6. That should be 6x12. Yeah, that should be good enough. And then we can send an SRM-4 to the other with maybe a medium pulse. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. Again, if for some reason they do disappear, it's not the end of the world. We've got more LRMs and whatnot, we'll be fine. All of the machine guns, no extra heat, but some bonus damage, so let's go ahead and make the most out of that.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright, oh, and yeah, I guess that pulse laser will do it. Maybe I stuffed up the weapons category just then, but oh well. It is what it is, we'll have to see what happens. Alright.
I've been sensor locked.
Oh, okay, and he's pinging us all for better targeting. You do not see that happen very often. Alright, they do have the Wolverine with the SRM-6 and the AC-5. That will be annoying, but I'm sure we can outflank that at some point. Alright, so what to do? I guess... Oh, we can't quite get behind
Yes, Commander.
the Phoenix Hawk. We could be a bit of a jerk right now if we desired, and I think that that actually could be preferable. We jump up behind the Wolverine and we just shoot that thing in its back for all that it's worth. Let's see, 55s and 60s. And we just boost up those numbers. We get to ignore its evasion. That said though, if it does have a turn, it will have a lot less evasion. You know what? I'm not too concerned about chasing down the striker units. Let's go ahead and reserve. We'll see what these guys come up with. Oh, and he's jumping. Okay, very good. He's targeting our Griffin. Okay. You know what? That is far better than what I thought he was about to do. I thought he was about to go for an ambush. Alright, so what have we got here? We have LRMs, which we can fire up over here, some over there, SRMs over there. You know what? It's as good as we're going to get, so let's make the most out of it.
Acknowledged.
At least this way, if we're lucky, we should be able to ignore what's left. We only need 20 points of damage there, so that's not too bad. This thing will take a full LRM 20, so let's go ahead and we'll deal with those. So the full health one gets the LRM 20. We'll send the 15 to the striker, and then, you know, let's send that one to B as well, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I think that'll have to do.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright, and vehicle is destroyed. And so is the other.
Inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Alright, a couple of SRMs to hit that Wolverine and make that a bit more targetable is excellent. We're going to go and...
What's the plan?
Oh, what to do here? We've got a couple of choices right now. Let's see, 65s and 70s. We could try for a precision shot here and try and take out the Wolverine, and I think that that might actually be the way that we do this. Yeah.
Here we go.
Go ahead and we'll jump over there. We'll go precision shot here. Let's aim for the head. 17%'s not bad with a bunch of 90% upwards.
Confirmed.
Alright, well, a small laser hit the head. That's an injury, and we'll slow him down.
Standing by.
Our Griffin, though, I think we'll have better initiative than him on the next one. Let's move on up, and we're going to start targeting these guys. I want to go ahead and destroy them if possible. So let's move up. Actually, jump jets could be handy here just for optimal positioning. Yeah, I think that that's what we're going to do.
Jumping.
We're going to target this with pretty much everything. We might send our machine guns maybe we put the Narc beacon on the Locust? Yeah, let's put the Narc beacon on the Locust and the rest can go against the Raven. As soon as we can get rid of their ECM gear, the better. I think that's how we do it. And a 50-50 is not terrible. We've got enough ammo and, well, again, makes it more targetable.
Multiple enemies locked in.
Alright, and we destroyed the ECM, which is just as good as destroying the mech for what I was after this round.
Negative damage.
Alright.
More under the breach, dear friends.
Now let's see, the Locust is going to target our Hatchet Man. Okay. We can live with this.
Nothing I can't handle.
Let's see, so you've still got a fair chunk of
Let's do
evasion.
this.
I'm thinking maybe we come on in for a melee. It's probably the way to do this. Who else has a turn? No one else except the Raven. Oh, well, you know what? If that's the case, maybe we should just remove the Raven from the field of play. Yeah, this thing is practically cooked. Let's just go ahead and destroy the Raven and stop it from having a turn.
Consider me there. Engaging.
Alright, any damage we don't have to take is always the preferred thing to do. Oh. Yep,
Hope we can salvage that.
there's definitely nothing left of that mech.
What's up, boss?
Alright, so let's see. We've got our Griffin and the Phoenix Hawk. Let's move the... Let's move you over here. Oh, actually, you know what? We can go for another precision shot and then move and figure out what we want to do. Yeah, let's go for that headshot. It's only got 32 points of structure in total. Not impossible for us to do.
I have a good feeling about this.
And we slow him down further.
That hit something good.
Alright, and then to be safe, let's go... There we are. We'll go ahead and take some cover.
Consider it done.
Orders?
Alright, as for you, big man, let's go ahead and... You know what, I think this is what we try and salvage if possible. Let's go ahead and take out... the Locust? Oh, hang on a second. Actually, you know what we could do? Oh no, we're going to shoot him in the back. That's not necessarily as good as I would want. We could go ahead and split the difference with our damage. Could shoot that thing in the back. We could do machine guns, the Narc, maybe an SRM, and then... I don't know, what could we could theoretically hit that leg. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we fire off the 2 ER medium lasers there, and then the rest we focus... Actually, the SRMs could do it as well. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to back on up. We're going to target both of you because we can. Oh, that will stay there. Let's send... Oh, wait a second. Hang on. For the Wolverine... Oh, we're now targeting the wrong leg. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was thinking that we might have possibly been able to take out its leg, but for some reason I was thinking we were attacking the other side. I don't know. Alright, well, either way, let's fire off the... We'll fire one over there. You never know. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Multiple targets confirmed.
Alright, but at least that's the Locust down. And the Wolverine is going to be slightly more scared. Oh,
Ready for orders.
and Archangel still has a turn. Well then, you know what? Maybe the dice roll works. We've got a lot of scatter shots, so let's just fire. 95% across the board. We're not going to do any better. In fact, let's go for a precision strike. We'll see if we can get the headshot.
Roger that.
And we did, in fact, destroy the head.
Mech destroyed.
Admittedly, along with the right torso and arm. But, yeah, no more
Mission
enemies.
successful.
Okay, well, nice and successful. I suppose we can at least still take home a decent amount of salvage while still focusing on money. Yeah, that actually worked out rather good. So 383,000 C-bills is very good. We can go ahead and take the Wolverine. Do we go for 2/3? I think we do. We'll start working on a new one. And, oh, they gave us the whole thing. Well, if only that was the other mission. Oh well, that is the way of the dice. Sometimes they roll what you want, sometimes they don't. But either way, I think what we'll do is, given the fact that these are pretty light missions, we're going to go ahead and pick up the third and final mission for the pirates. We'll boost up our reputation with them a little bit and see about moving on. Because again, I don't really want to spend too much time in these little areas because they're not that profitable. Again, it's only if there was something in the store that it would really be that useful. So let's go ahead and pick up one more contract. That should be our third and final one. Although, Appian. Okay, 10 days. Noted. We'll have to check out the map later. But I think what we do here is this is an escort mission. We've got some decent salvage possible, but again, it's only 1.5 skulls. I think we go... I think we focus in on the money. Yeah, I think... Actually, you know what? Maybe we go mostly on the money. There we go. We've still got a salvage pick just in case we come across something really delightful, but we're still earning a good solid chunk of change. Not to mention we should get some bonuses for getting everybody there, so that will boost up the money factor a little bit more. Yeah, I think that is exactly what we'll do. So with that, let's continue on. Let's see, this is... Maybe it's time to drop the Hatchet Man for now. I think that's what we'll do. We'll keep the Phoenix Hawk and the Griffin. But maybe what we do is we bring out a Marauder. Yeah, in fact, what we could do... Hang on a second. If we bring out 2R... That USC-20 should work out rather nicely in the Tundra. You know what? We'll go ahead and we'll bring that back on out. We'll see how that plays, as well as... let's see. Maybe we throw Cosmo into the Archer. Yeah, we've still got multi-targeting, we've got slightly better initiative. Yeah, I think this is the way to play. We'll go with a 3 initiative lance. I think that should work out well. Not to mention we're still trying to boost up Cosmo's skills, so any more experience is good for us. Okay, and our third and final mission for today, we have to reach the motor pool, escort vehicles, and extract safely. The local government authorities here on Manthraka have recently taken a shipment of military vehicles, including an operational demolisher. This represents an unacceptable build-up of force on this world, but also presents us with an opportunity. We have people in place prepared to steal those vehicles, but without mechs providing an escort, they'll be attacked as soon as the local government command notices they're leaving without orders. Get the vehicles to an extraction point and keep them intact. Alright, well, Commander, if that demolisher has ammo on board, this mission might be short and simple. Those things are terrifying.
Command interface
That's nice to have one that's friendly, potentially. Alright, not seeing any mech engine signatures. Doesn't seem like they're alerted to our presence yet. Alright, perfect, Commander. The motor pool is in this area. Move up and occupy it, and we'll signal to the pirate agents to start their engines. Once they power up the vehicles, all hell's gonna break loose, so be ready.
Ready for action, Commander.
Alright, roger that. Let's go ahead and... oh, you know what? Let's put you in cover. That would work out rather nicely since you are supporting. Let's get that Griffin up close, and our Phoenix Hawk, let's continue to scout. Let's see what we can come up with. Well, at this point it looks like there's not much for us to worry about. Let's bring the Archer to the next segment of cover. You know what? We're probably not going to have contact, so let's just quickly cut across this dried out riverbed. And Phoenix Hawk, let's bring you over there for now. Well, okay, we're going to... Where do we need to get to? You know what? That could be a landing spot. We've got nothing else over in this direction as far as roads and things are concerned. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we know where we're heading to. Let's get our Archer and our Marauder into position.
Move into position.
Let's get our Griffin... let's see, what do we want to use? Maybe we go with the Griffin for pickup? Yeah, let's bring the Phoenix Hawk further down. So we're just trying to make sure that the route is already clear and we are already prepared. I think that's the way that we play this. So let's go You know, let's just go ahead and move up there.
Heading out.
Marauder can probably go ahead and move somewhere similar.
Confirmed.
And you know what? I think this is enough time. Let's just go ahead and we're going to move Big Man
Got it.
to the position there. And let's go ahead and, you know, let's use our jump jets. Let's pop you up on top of those
Firing jump
trees.
jet.
Cover. That'll do nicely.
I've got it.
Oh, would you believe that? We now have contact. Bravo Squad, this is Argo Actual. Are you ready to move? Roger, Argo. The good news is that the Demolisher is armed. The bad news is it needs some serious maintenance, and its armor is garbage. In other words, it's a glass cannon. Don't count on too much support from it, boss, and definitely don't let it take any fire. Okay, well, we are prepared. We will do what we can. Let's see. Their first scout moving on up is a Locust. They have... Oh, hello. What have we got over here? Another Locust and a Javelin, as well as... What was that, a crab? Yeah, they have a few fellows hanging around. Alright,
Commander.
we're going to need to be careful about what we do.
Waiting for orders.
Let's bring our Marauder... Idealistically, I'd love to take shots at that crab, but I think we're going to have to let it have its turn. Let's move the Griffin. First of all, let's go... jump jets might be the way we play it here. No, we're not getting many good shots. If we sprint, we could obviously get a lot closer. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and jump. We're going to stick along the road, just that way we have as much maneuver on the next turn as possible. And then I think what we're going to play
Firing jump jets.
is... Oh, we do have a sensor lock as well. Ooh, now that is a decent possibility. Let's see, LRM-15, LRM-5s. Yeah, look, let's go ahead and target the Javelin with a sensor lock. Again, it's unlikely that we're going to do too much damage here, but that will make it significantly easier to target and harder for it to shoot. So I think that that's the play that we make. Alright, so we'll still be nice and cool. The crab is trying to go for some major outflanking. Okay, let's also check in... Ooh, our Demolisher with the AC-20 is incredibly soft. Striker Narc, again, what on earth were these people doing? These mechs are in abysmal. Look at that, only a single medium laser needed to take these things out.
Good to go.
That is not
Aye, aye.
good at all. Alright, well either way, you're all the way up over there. We're not going to be able to do too much about that. Let's just remove You know what, I think we go for the Javelin first. Yeah, I think this is the way that we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and take our shot. We'll set up some stuff with the others.
Location confirmed.
But this guy's going to be a bit of a pain. So I'm glad we definitely doubled down on the... with the sensor lock on this guy, bringing everything up to more or less 95% short of the USC-20, but that's alright. Let's see what we can do.
Confirmed.
Okay, well, all the damage reduction in the world will not protect you from that much amount of damage.
I hope we can salvage that.
That was...
Receiving you.
well, definitely concerning for them at the least.
How might I help?
Alright, as for you, my little friend up here, what have we got? We have small lasers, we have medium lasers. I think what we play here is... oh, you know what? Let's be extra annoying. We're going to get the damage boost from using our jump jets, but it's barely going to generate any heat.
Going skyward.
How fun is that? And then I think we send a single medium laser towards this one with the extra damage reduction. And so we'll send off the weakest one. We'll use this to strip the evasion, and then we're going to put missiles on this like nobody's business.
Good to go.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see what we can do there. There goes its left torso. That's one LRM-5 down. That's not going to be too much better off. Yeah, very close. If it wasn't for that damage reduction, we
Commander.
would be all sorted. Let's see. What have we got here? I guess we fire off the SRM-6 at the Locust.
Roger that.
That'll do the most amount of damage possible. And then... let's see, maybe we go... send the LRM-20, and then maybe the LRM-15 over there? Yeah, I think that's how we will do this. We'll send the LRM-15 to this locust here. We don't have breaching shot, but again, it's not particularly well. Yeah.
Got it.
Alright, so there's its right leg and knocked down, so that'll slow it. And that guy's already cooked. Okay.
Nick, destroy.
All that we need now is for a little bit of damage on that thing, and we should be fine. Oh. You know what? I completely forgot that they had some LRMs. Well, that is delightful. Alright, that means they're going to stay nice and safe, and they're not going to be fired upon.
Give them everything you've got.
Yeah, knocking that guy down. Oh. Hang on a second. You jerk. Well, it turns out the crab had the position to do that. That is annoying. I didn't think that he'd necessarily get the position on this. I guess I didn't look at the terrain enough. I was thinking this was more of a sharper slope than it was. Alright, well, that is my bad, but I will not make the same mistake twice.
What do you need?
Hey, Rannoch, would you be ever so kind and remove that annoyance? Actually, you know what?
What's up, boss?
Let's put the Griffin up here first.
Roger that.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go for... Oh, not a precision strike, sorry. We'll just go for a regular attack. We'll fire off the Narc beacon. Again, we're going to try and salvage what we can. But if we don't get the salvage, we're just going to annihilate.
Yes,
and I
boss.
think that that is a good enough change.
Position confirmed.
Yeah, so here we go. So that now boosts us up to a 70%. Again, I wanted that extra, was it 5 or 10% that evasion being removed gives us? Alright, so how did that go? Well, we got an injury for him. We didn't take the injury, of course. How's he doing?
Let's do this.
Well, you know what? Barely alive is still too alive for my liking.
Heading out.
Cosmo, would you be so kind as to put him out of his misery?
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Alright, that'll do it.
Target neutralized.
That is so frustrating. We got so close to being able to get through that without taking any losses and earning some extra cash. Ah, dear. Alright, well, that is what it is. We'll have to keep on moving everybody else up forwards, though. I'm sure they may have some reinforcements at some point.
Location confirmed.
Simply because they're not very nice. Alright, but we should be all good. Yeah, looks like they're making some very speedy, making a very speedy pace down the road. That's the main thing that we care about. Let's go ahead and let's see. If they were to get reinforcements, I reckon that'll land up around there. So let's go ahead and be prepared.
Position confirmed.
Bring you up over here.
Coordinates received.
Our Griffin will keep on moving just
On my
in
way.
case I'm wrong. And... oh, that's the border's edge? Oh. Okay, well then you can cover this
Yes,
direction
Commander.
just in case. Alright, allies. What can you do? Alright, and that demolisher is just a little bit slow. Alright, let's just go ahead and brace.
Staying here makes complete sense to me.
No enemies are around, so yeah, otherwise we'd have an enemy turn popping up. That said, though, that doesn't mean that it won't happen.
Confirmed.
They might bring in reinforcements, as I said, as they start getting to the escort zone. And that demolisher is a fair bit slower than the others. So it's not... ooh, hang on. Did I just crash my game by clicking too fast? No? Okay. Just made the game
Bracing for
stutter.
impact.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so, enemy contacts. Okay, the faction representative from the local government. I don't know who you are, but power down those vehicles and surrender, or we'll turn them and you into scrap. Now keep radio silence, people, and expect more company.
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
Alright, well, the good news is 2 out of 3 have made it.
It's on.
That's helpful. Oh, they've got someone up there. That is quite irritating. Alright, we're going to have to go ahead and make them focus in on us. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I just realized why we lost one of the mechs. Because we didn't shoot the crab, he was still focused in on the priority instead of targeting us. Yeah,
Waiting
that's
for
actually
order.
my bad there. Alright, that is annoying.
Standing by.
Alright, well either way, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and jump on up, we'll target. You know what? I think we just go ahead and move on up.
Copy that.
We're going to go ahead and shoot at that locust. If we can remove it, we may as well. Let's open fire.
Taking the shot.
Alright, not quite enough for a kill. You, my friend. Oh dear. That's a PPC shot for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a Vindicator? Of course they'd put something
How's it going?
like that all the way over
Ready for
there.
orders.
Alright, and it's out of range for our
What's the
Marauder.
plan?
Okay, this is inconvenient, to say the least.
Yep.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move our Phoenix Hawk across. We're going to try and... Can our jump jets get us eyes on everybody? Technically speaking, we can. And I think that this is what we do. We're going to go ahead and put shots on those two at least.
Certainly.
Maybe we can send some other LRMs. They have a locust. Oh, 3 locusts? Okay, well, I guess that makes a bit of sense. Alright, so I need to put a medium over here. I need to put 1 hit over there, and then the rest can probably go ahead and attack the weakened one. Yeah, I think that that's the way that we'll play this. So, we've already got A and B covered. I guess you go to C. Oh, actually, you know what? If that's the case, we'll go ahead and... Oh, no, never mind. It is what it is. Alright, let's see. B's, hang on a second. I need an A. Who is going... Oh, right, we need one of the U. There we are. Okay, that'll work. A's, B's, C's. Everybody gets a little bit of targeting. That'll... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, A's for the 2 medium lasers, B's for the small lasers, and the 3rd medium laser can go against that other locust. Alright, that'll do.
Target confirmed.
Alright, so structure is exposed because those things are rather soft. Let's see. Nothing so much against that other one in cover. And this guy is, yeah, just not going to be enjoying it too much. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and finish off what we can. We're going to move you up.
Moving to position.
We need... Put the LRM 20... Oh, actually, you know what? It's going to survive no matter what happens, so maybe we just send an LRM 5 here and then maybe split off the rest. Yeah, you know what? That's going to be our play. Alright, so you there. Let's go ahead and send the 15 to C, the 20 to B. Yeah, that'll go. That'll do. Alright, let's open fire.
Copy that.
Not particularly fancy, but again, the Vindicator has now been tagged. The Locust took some damage. Maybe not as much as I was hoping. Okay, I guess,
Scored a critical hit.
I don't know. I would have thought that we would have done a bit more damage than what we did. I guess we did burn through everything else. Fair bit of the torso. I guess maybe I was hoping that it would go more through the leg or something like that, or directly to the... Yeah.
Commander.
Oh, well, it just is what it is. We're going to have to make do with what we've got. Let's go ahead and move on up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll get into position to take out that silly Vindicator on the next round. In fact, you know what? We'll even stand up over here. That'll be fine. A little bit of stability damage is not going to concern me that much, one way or the other. Alright. Okay, Locust. Yes, that's right. Aim at me, not at the vehicles, please and thank you. Also, I'm pretty sure we didn't see the vehicles move that round. Alright, well, I'm glad we tagged everybody just to be on the safe side. Again, All of them being so weak that a single medium laser can take them out is absolutely horrendous. Ooh, structures
I'm not gonna
exposed.
have a mech left if I keep taking hits like that.
Hang on a second, how are you doing there, buddy? 3 points of structural damage. Okay, well, at least it's not that much. Let's go...
Yeah,
Well, hello there. Yes, let's go ahead and move on up.
on it.
Precision strike. Let's get rid of this Vindicator if possible.
This should be good.
That looks fairly lethal. Oh no, he survives. Uh-huh.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Alright, hang on. Let's check on in and see how he's doing. Okay, 22 points in total. The art PPC almost got removed.
Receiving you.
Alright then, let's go. Move on up. We'll fire off a... Yeah, look, I think what we'll do is we'll move up.
On my way.
And then let's send maybe the, what, LRM 20 and maybe the LRM 5? That could be yeah, that should be more than enough to knock that thing over. And then let's target you. Let's just double check 65. Alright, you're our primary target, and then we'll send off the, what was it? The LRM 15, let's see. Okay, I guess you go to B. Alright, everybody gets a taste of damage.
Confirmed.
Alright, hopefully this should be the knockdown though. There we have it. Good, that's an injury. That's another initiative lost. That Locust is now looking much rougher. Oh, took out the side torso at least.
I think I hit something good.
Alright, just trying to play the odds there to make sure that we got as much damage as possible.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's bring you there, my friend. Oh, wait a second. Are we in one of those thermal positions? Hang on a second. No, but we will if we take the walk. Alright, if we use our jump jets though, that will ignore that completely.
Lifting off.
Alright, let's just mince this mech. In fact, yeah, I'm playing no games here.
Target acquired and locked in.
If you damage my mech, I make sure yours gets removed.
That's a kill.
Commander?
Alright, and big man here, let's go ahead and I think we'll go... Yeah, there we are. We should be able to take out both of these locusts here. Let's split the difference, both of which are looking fairly rough. Let's go with a couple of these against B. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Yeah, so hang on a second. That's probably, let's see, 2S. Yeah, you know what? I think that seems about equal in the damage output.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Oh, even got some stray shots there. Oh. Before we even open fire.
Go time.
Wow. Okay, well, I was not expecting to kill the other mech unintentionally. Oh, the Vindicator still has a turn this round? Oh, okay. Never mind. For some reason, in my head, he had already had its turn. I guess that's my fault. Alright. I suppose it's only fair that he tries to take us out.
Light damage.
If I had realized, I would have gone for the PPC just to cause added inconvenience to him, take away one of his main weapons. But I'm not seeing them do too much. Alright. Luckily they're not missing and no stray shots have landed at our little friend.
Minor damage. Standing good to go.
But otherwise I think we should be fine. So you know what? Let's target this Vindicator. Oh, wait a second. I guess we're going to have to spin around first. Now we can go ahead and put shots on that Vindicator. Let's prevent this thing from having another turn. Or at the very least... Oh, very good. Make sure that our team gets to go before his.
Waiting for orders.
Alright then, well, let's go ahead and end this with a nice celebratory session of fireworks. Let's make this thing go boom.
Acknowledge. Damn, let's do this. Hostile removed.
Alright, all targets eliminated. Sit tight and can collect you from where you are.
Successful.
Okay. Honestly, I still thought that we would have had to have waited for our convoy to actually make it to the rendezvous point, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, well, we destroyed the enemy reinforcements at least, so we did get a bit of extra pay. Not that it was as much as it could have been. Our Phoenix Hawk is damaged ever so slightly. Yeah, that can be remedied fairly easy. We'll take part of the Crab, and we'll take part of the Vindicator. As for the rest, we got another part of a Locust, and some jump jets and whatnot. Again, not really a huge amount of salvage. I think it was the right thing to go for the money. And seeing how, yeah, we just... I guess my brain just failed me with some of the specifics there with how to deal with the Op4 that, yeah, we didn't take any losses. Otherwise, we could have come home with a bit more cash. But sometimes that just is what it is. Alright, so either way, I think... Yeah, no, we're not getting any more mechs. Yang doesn't need to check anything else out. Do we go ahead and check the store once more just to be safe? Yeah, I think we do. So there is theoretically a Banshee we could purchase, but again, same with the Highlander. And as much as I like these, I'm kind of holding out to find a Gauss rifle or something along those lines. You know what? Maybe we do go ahead and buy an LB-10X though. That could be fun. It's not that expensive, all things considered. We also do want that UAC-10 for the, for our, what do we call it, our Annihilator. So, you know, we may as well purchase that. We know that we want that.
New weapon systems available.
The LB-10X, do we have one? No, we should get one.
New weapon systems available.
And then I think that about sets us up for everything. Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine. That's all we're going to purchase from here today. We can check in the system just in case there was something good that they were not expecting to show us. Yeah, something I wasn't expecting, but no. It was indeed nothing. So let's head to our navigation. We'll quickly swing our way towards Independence. Yeah, that's where the next black market is, on the way to the Flashpoint campaign. So 10 days of travel time is not too bad. Oh, and we need to fix up that Phoenix Hawk before I forget. So as soon as we pop in, let's quickly give that job to Yang. Luckily, it is incredibly minimal as far as the damage is concerned. Let's see how long and how much it's going to cost us, because again, it's only 3 points of structure. 600 C-bills. Okay, that's fine. And technically a day, but I'm sure it's not even that long, all things considered. Alright, so there's the jump ship. Let's hope for a safe flight. Oh well, technically it's not really much of a flight, but either way. We'll go ahead and bounce to the next area. Alright, and then I'm guessing it's only going to be a day or two before we can arrive.
I've got the financial report.
Alright, so we'll just go ahead and pay everybody normal amounts. Yeah, 1 day. So it only looks like it's 2 days travel from the jump point. That is going to be quite nice as we do fly away, because again, the further away the planet is from the jump point, the longer everything takes. But either way, let's go ahead and visit the black market, as of course it is the thing that we love to do when we first arrive at a new place. Wow, they have another fully kitted out Atlas 2, which is very nice. They have another couple of Banshees in parts, a Black Knight, an SLDF version 1, which we already have, a Highlander. Yeah, again, there it is with that beautiful, beautiful Gauss rifle, but it is what it is. Some other Highlanders, of course, as well. Zeus, AC-20s with extra damage. Yeah, medium lasers with extra damage. I have not seen one of those in a while. Same with the... oh, what's this? A USC-20 with less tonnage. Well, that is very, very nice. But we're going to have a bit of a think about things, I think. Yeah, got some extra injury resist, got some exchanges as well. We've only got the 3 million C-bills right now, so we're going to have a bit of a look and see what's around. As for the regular store, just to make sure that we do our due diligence, I guess technically we could pick up the medium laser, but again, not much up for consideration. So either way, I guess we're going to have to go ahead and pick up some contracts, but that is for us to deal with tomorrow. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.